Hey, what's up, DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking Chevy Cruzes today, working on my younger brother Miles' 2011 Cruze. In today's video, the proper and safe way on how to replace your third brake light. Let's get started. As we make our way to the 2011 Chevy Cruze, again, third brake light located right there. Inside the rear center portion of the car, there's the plastic housing and the red LED section. And the LED lights, some are burnt out and some are blinking and acting sporadically. It needs to be replaced to prevent getting pulled over and getting a ticket. From here, carefully open up your trunk. And we did just that. The trunk is open, as you can see, and let's direct our attention to the third brake light housing, and let's go inside the trunk directly below that, and we have a light. And on either side of the light, you have circle cutouts, and inside each of these circle cutouts, one here and one there, is a T15 screw. As you can see, there's one, and there's the other one. And down below in the comment section, as well as the description section, will be a link on where to purchase this 42-piece Craftsman socket wrench set. And this was a gift from my mom and dad. And I've got the ratchet and I've got the T15. We will carefully go inside each of those holes or circular cutouts and unscrew and remove those T15 screws. Got the camera position, and again, a T15 star bit here, as you see. And what I will do is actually come in without the ratchet installed on the T15 bit, and I'll go inside and underneath and inside each of the circles and properly align the bit inside the T15 screw. And it's possible that we can remove these by hand without the ratchet. Just be patient and feel around for that screw. There we go. And I am in and counterclockwise, and I can actually loosen this up and remove the screw again by hand without the ratchet. And there it is. And again, the star bit of the T15 goes right inside there, as you see. We will now remove the right screw. And I've got that towel down there to prevent losing the screw if it falls. That's the last thing you want, is to lose a screw during this project. There it is. Set those screws in a safe location. From here, we need to go inside and carefully shift this plastic housing up and gain access to the electrical connection point where we are going to disconnect it. DIYers, I'm inside the car now, and again, we have already removed these screws, and this housing is loose, minus this little tab right here and the internal electrical connection. And carefully shift this toward the back portion of the car or trunk, and as you do that, you can shift this tab out. And simultaneously, as you push back toward the trunk, apply upward pressure. And from here, now that this tab is free, we can carefully get our fingers underneath and pull it toward us. And that will release the front tabs or tabs closest to the trunk. And be careful as you move this. Inside here is that electrical connection. And let me scroll in, as you see. And from here, we are going to carefully remove this electrical connection. Let me move the camera over here, as you see. And DIYers, do your absolute best not to pull it by the electrical wiring. You do not want to separate the wiring from the connection point. That would be a whole nother project and a heartache. And push down, as shown there. And from here, DIYers, as you can see, that is shifted down. And from here, just put your thumb on the dead center of the black clip there and push both the black clip and gray clip in, and simultaneously shift the electrical connection point down, as shown there. Set that aside. I'll zoom out. From here, let's head to the workstation and grab the new part. DIYers, here we are at the workstation. We are always busy here. We are just shy of filming a video on the proper steps of rebunking a jet ski trailer. And we got a 95 XP. We will have several videos on this coming up, and we are going to reupholster a seat, and we've got a stand. We will post a link to our playlist if you are interested. However, let's head to the workbench. I've got the old part here, and here's the brand new part. And they look the same. Let's get this new one installed. We are back inside the car, and before we connect the new housing to the electrical connection point, I am going to show you the 3 cutouts back here, 1, 2, and 3. And I will scroll in so you can get a better view of them. As you see, right there. And those are very important cutouts. Let me scroll back out, and I'll bring the new housing in, and you've got these 3 little hooks, 1, 2, and 3, referencing the housing as shown here. And those 3 little hooks or tabs need to actually go inside those cutouts. And I am going to carefully position the housing as shown, and we are going to connect the electrical connection point. And I will scroll in, give you a better view of that. And all you have to do is push up on the electrical connection point from behind the gray section here. And once you hear that click, the upper point is now locked in place. We are now going to lock the release tab in place by pushing up this gray lock tab. Just like that. As you see there, the entire electrical connection point is properly secured. From here, I'm going to shift the camera over just a little bit so we can see, again, the rear tabs. And these have to go in those cutouts. Again, get a feel for them, align them, and go very slowly. And from here, just carefully push down as shown here. Let me scroll out. And if all looks good and the entire housing is flush all the way around, it's time to go head back out to the trunk and secure the bottom housing with those 2 T15 screws. Back behind the car, looking at the 3rd brake light and going inside the trunk, I've got my T15 bit as shown here, again without the ratchet and connected to the screw. And we are going to go directly below the 3rd brake light housing inside the trunk in those circular cutouts and secure that housing with those 2 screws. And I'm going to come in holding the screw as shown here, go inside and directly up, find the hole and secure it. Come inside, and I just want to show you these screws right now, and they are in, however, not tight. DORs, do not over tighten those. Taking a step back and making progress, both of those screws are secure. DORs, that might be helpful having a second person inside, just carefully and gently pushing down on that housing as you secure those screws. However, from here, time to test the brake light. Taking a big step out, DORs, it's getting windy. And before we wrap the video up, I'm going to open up the hood. I want to show you something. And there it is, hood is open, and DORs, the first thing we notice, and chances are the first thing you notice, is that right there. Not good. And we had, well, an explosion right here and had to replace this hose. Basically, this entire plastic fitting broke, snapped off while the engine was running, and caused that stain. And down below, as well as scrolling above right now, is a link on how to properly remove this entire panel. And we've got 11 little plastic tension lock tabs. We are going to remove those, and we are going to take this to our local car wash and power wash it clean. Again, definitely check out that video. Also down below, we will have several helpful videos, including how to change your oil, replacing this part here, replacing a reservoir tank, and replacing the water outlet valve, as well as the radiator sensor and the air filter, as well as the air filter box sensor. And in addition, videos on how to properly and safely replace your water pump and thermostat housing down there. A lot of helpful videos. DORs, that's it. We hope this helps. Hey, do us a favor. Below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.